It's the OU Football Preview Show, brought to you by your local sponsors, Eskridge Lexus, Eskridge Honda, the Hal Smith Restaurant Group, including Louie's Grill and Bar, Knippelmeyer Chevrolet, the Shack Seafood Restaurant, Lorick Ranch Home Furnishings, and the Trails Golf Club. Now here's your hosts, Rick Heath and Al Eschbach.
Hello, sports fans. Welcome to the OU Football Preview Show. I'm Rick Heath. With me, Al Eschbach. And also with us, Jeff Lister is the general manager of where we are today at Knippelmeyer Chevrolet. Jeff, thank you so much for letting us come out.
Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it, as always.
Well, this is a big old truck. Now, we might be able to get Al in this one. I know he likes the vets, but this one, I mean, he could look up over everybody.
That's exactly right. He can. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a loaded up Silverado, so.
Tell us what's going on here at Knippelmeyer Chevrolet. You've had a great summer, you said, and then we're getting ready to go into football season in the fall, and I know you guys got a lot of things going on.
We're having a great summer. Big sales out here, summer sales. So we're trying to move out all the 2015s in order to get room for the have room for the 2016s that are already coming in.
Well, that's a great time to be in the car business because people want to see what that 2016 looks like, or they want a great deal because they know the 16s are coming in. So, that's a great time to be out here. Plus, Larry's got his classic cars showroom down there, and that's always fun to go down there and see what those are like.
Yeah, if you haven't been out to see any of those, it's a real treat.
It's a museum.
So,
Al and I like to go down there. I mean, because he and I grew up in the era of where those classic cars were. I mean, some of them. I mean, there's some 20 models down there. So we're not quite. Al might be that old, but I'm not quite that far. But I mean, the muscle cars that we grew up with. I mean, it's wonderful to go down there and see those.
Yeah, it's really fantastic museum. So,
Al, they've made a big announcement this week. Baker Mayfield starting quarterback for University of Oklahoma.
No surprise. I think you had to go with somebody different. First of all, he ran this air raid system at Texas Tech. As a true freshman, he was better than these guys have been in their second and third years in college. So you got to give somebody else a chance, see if they can get it done.
Jeff, what's a fan like yourself, OU fan, think about the quarterback competition and how they did it?
Well, I think it was fair. It was the best that they could do. And I agree with Al. I think he's the one you had to go with.
Well, and looking at it, I know the coaches don't take the fans into account.
Right.
But I guarantee you, in the last day and a half, that since they have, announced this and all this week, there's been a lot of buzz about OU football now because there's a little bit more, excitement level because Baker Mayfield may be the guy.
Of course, if they lose to Tennessee, boom, it's gone.
Yeah, well,
or against Akron.
Or if he throws a bad pass, it could be gone.
Yeah.
That's how fickle the OU fans are.
No doubt.
But at least it gives them that initial excitement, and who else appreciates that? The merchants in Norman, because it's got some excitement, going back, people wanting to come to the games now and see what happens.
That second game against Tennessee is.
Well, that'll tell a lot.
That's going to define the season.
It will, and not just on the quarterback. It has a lot to do with
the whole team. I totally agree with that.
It's not just the quarterback, but it's fun and Jeff, just looking at the team and everything. Fans like you and I consider myself a fan too. He's a journalist. That's different than us. We're just fans. We don't have to have reasons for liking somebody. But I like Baker Mayfield's moxie. I like, it's a hard word to define, but it's just the way he carries himself.
Yeah, I do too. It's going to be exciting.
Going to be exciting, and we'll, at first pass, he's already called his first pass. It's a touchdown, a touchdown pass, 90 yards, for Baker Mayfield.
A 2-yard flip to Mixon, let him go 88 yards.
There you go.
There you go. Hey, we're at Knippelmeyer Chevrolet here in Blanchard, USA, and we're doing the OU Football Preview Show from here. We'll be right back. I'm Rick Heath for Dents on Demand. Do you have hail damage to your vehicle? Then you need to call Dents on Demand. They're 100% guaranteed satisfaction on hail repair. It's no hassle. They'll help you get a rental car. There's no deductible. They'll refund that to you. All that and more is available if you call Dents on Demand for your hail repair. Dents on Demand, guaranteed satisfaction with hail repair. Give them a call at 886-1764.
Why have people trusted Sam's Optical for over 30 years for their eyeglass needs?
I think I'm the new kid on the block with Sam's. As a matter of fact, when I came here, I wasn't coming here to buy glasses. I was coming here to get some information to where the doctor's office was next door, and just the ambiance and the atmosphere. After they gave me the information I needed, I went to my eye doctor. Then I came back in and felt like I was at home.
Sam's Optical for over 30 years, bringing you the best prices and service at any of Sam's locations.
Hi, it's Sam at Louie's Grill and Bar, where we are famous for delicious burgers like our new Deep South Burger, featuring sliced ham, smoky barbecue sauce, and fried green tomatoes. At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
And welcome back to OU Football Preview Show. Rick Heath, Al Eschbach from Knippelmeyer Chevrolet in Blanchard, USA, where they've got a great selection. 2015s, they need to move out before the 2016s come in. You heard us talking to Jeff Lister and talking about all the great deals they have here in summer sales. Come out and take advantage of the summer sales at Knippelmeyer Chevrolet. Al, I asked Jeff a little bit from a fan's point of view, but I want to ask you from a journalist's point of view about the process that the OU coaching staff evaluated these quarterbacks. I mean, to me, just from the outside, because I don't have any, don't get to 10 practices or anything, but that was a very intense process to me.
Well, what's interesting, in the spring, Mayfield was the clear leader. There was no doubt. And then I don't know if he played as well through the summer, and so the others closed the gap on him, and it made it a pretty difficult decision to make. But I think the decision, again, was that they've seen Cody Thomas and they've seen Trevor Knight. Unusual, Trevor Knight was named a captain and not even a starter.
Well, and there's a couple things. Of course, I have, it's a great tribute to a young man that conducts himself, even though and the whole team knew he may not be the starter.
That's exactly right.
And yet they still named him a captain. That shows a lot about his leadership.
I was surprised Sterling Shepard was not named the captain.
Well, I was too. But, they have a certain amount of input there, the coaches do.
No doubt about that. No doubt about that.
I don't want to say anything.
That it's fixed or anything, yeah.
But
I've always wondered about that captain stuff.
But they always seem to come up with the guys that the coaches want.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
And so maybe that's their way of saying, okay, we believe in you, Trevor, enough that we're going to name you captain anyway.
It's kind of fun what happens if all the players, they get together and go, okay, we're going to vote for the biggest screw up on the team.
Yeah.
And see if it really is.
Yeah, and see what the coaches do.
Everyone has a vote in this.
But here's the bottom line with the quarterback is they're going to need more than one. In history, very rarely has an OU quarterback that started the year finished the year without some kind of injury or something to set them out a game or two.
Landry Jones did. He never got hurt. Bradford obviously got hurt the 1 year.
But Landry Jones never got hit.
You're right.
He sat back in a pocket.
Yep.
There were games that he never even had a grass stain on his pants.
Jason White, the 2 years he got hurt. Paul Thompson didn't get hurt.
But Paul only had one, yeah.
So, it goes in cycles. You can't. But I remember when Jason White came back at the 2 years, he said, he will not make it to the third game. Well, not only make it to the third game, he won the Heisman Trophy.
Yeah, so, he came out.
He came back and then 2 years, never got hurt again.
And the beauty of this offense is that you're not running the quarterback. You're getting rid of the ball fast. It's quick decision. It's up-tempo. The quarterbacks aren't going to get hit a lot.
Well, and that also helps with the offensive line that I think is a question mark going in at the 2 tackle slots. So this offense, and that's what I think the biggest thing that Bob Stoops goes, we need an identity again. We're trying to do this, we're doing this, but we're not doing anything really well.
Yeah. Well, you got to blame Bob Stoops for some of that.
No doubt.
He wanted to have a running quarterback, and then he told Josh Heupel, don't run my quarterback.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, all the things they'd been doing, he got afraid because his backup was hurt.
That's
you know?
right, and it was ineligible. Mayfield.
yeah.
I think if they declared Mayfield eligible last year, that wouldn't have happened.
But you know, you brought up something.
And we
else.
saw what happened when Cody Thomas came in. He struggled.
Yeah, they weren't ready. He was not ready.
Yeah.
And he may be in this offense, but we don't know. I hope we don't find out.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, because that means Trevor Knight's failed also, along with Baker Mayfield. But you just mentioned something, Al, that I think, to me, the focus was always on the quarterback battle. I want to know who the tackles are. I want to know who the front line, that offensive line, how well they're doing. Because to me, that's going to determine a lot of the success of the offense.
No doubt about it. And you got Orlando Brown, who is a tremendous prospect, but he's a freshman. So where's the learning process right there? It goes into Tennessee. Is he going to be ready for that? The St. John kid will be the other starter at right tackle. He's a yeoman-like, but you know, Darrell Williams and Tyrus Thompson were pretty good players at tackle last year.
Well, yeah, they're collecting checks in,
right,
in the
NFL. No doubt about it.
So, you know, that's something that I don't know that either one of these guys will be doing. You know, Farniak.
Well, Orlando Brown is.
Orlando Brown will be.
Yeah,
but I mean, right now, Farniak and
Orlando Brown's past Farniak.
Okay, so it's Orlando Brown now.
Orlando Brown, yeah.
Okay, so he's going to have a learning curve.
That's exactly right.
You know, and St. John is going to, he's going to be on the other
and
side.
It's interesting because Orlando Brown had verbally committed to Tennessee out of high school.
Oh wow! And now he's going to go back to Knoxville and to Neyland Stadium and see how he does. Won't that be fun for him? You know, but to me, that offensive line and what Coach Bedenbaugh does with that is going to determine a whole lot about the success of the offense. Because, you know, I mean, Bedenbaugh has coached that offensive line in that offense also.
No doubt.
You know,
absolutely.
so that good coordination between Lincoln Riley and him, you know, they know how to get that done.
And you have some of the best running backs in the country.
Well, and that's one of the questions I'm going to ask you later in the show is about those running backs, because right now, you know, as much as Joe Mixon has been doing well, he still hasn't played it down.
That's exactly right.
You know, and Samjay Perine, I mean, he has proved himself.
Best freshman running back in the country, one of the best running back period in the country.
So right now, what we're looking at is, you know, a potential, and with Baker Mayfield on the offense, OU's offense should be taking good
well, and the receivers are better.
Yeah.
With Dede Westbrook.
And that was the other thing we'll talk about a little bit later on. We are the OU football preview show. Rick Heath, Atlas, back from Knippelmeyer Chevrolet, and we'll be right back after this.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet.
Come on down and join our family, and we'll shake on it.
Knippelmeyer Chevrolet.
Oh, get a good lot, please. Spin back, baby.
To improve your game, you can bang your golf ball or get a plan of attack from Golf Tech with regular lessons from your personal coach, TechFit club fitting, mobile lessons, and more. Get started with a swing evaluation, now on sale for only $95.
Oh, yeah.
I decided I was tired of having my family translate for me.
I decided that I wanted to be a real part of the conversation and not just listen to the sounds that other people made.
I decided that my job was too important for me to not be able to hear clearly.
While everyone has their own reasons for wanting to hear better, we all share many steps along the hearing journey in common. Like you, I had a lot of questions going into the hearing evaluation process. What kind of hearing loss do I have? Is it treatable? Am I going to need hearing aids? But my hearing aid provider put my mind at ease the moment I came in for my assessment. After filling out a questionnaire to establish your general health and hearing history, you'll undergo a thorough hearing examination. Your results are illustrated in an audiogram that your hearing care provider will walk you through. I know I was amazed at how clearly I could see the frequencies and types of noise that caused me the most problems. Once the evaluation and assessment are complete, you'll go through all your options. And if it's determined that hearing aids can help, you'll get a personalized demonstration of the hearing technology that's right for you. I not only left the evaluation completely confident that I'd finally found a solution for my hearing loss, but after hearing how powerful and seeing how small and discreet today's hearing aids were, I left with a completely new perception of hearing aids as well. It was an amazing start to my hearing journey. I know it will be a great beginning to yours, too.
And welcome back. OU Football Preview Show. Rick Heath, Al Eschbach from Knippelmeyer Chevrolet in Blanchard, USA, where they've got great summer sales. Come on. They are here right now with the 2015's new wonderful Chevrolets, cars and pickups, SUVs, all that available here on sale because they're making room for the 2016. So come out and make a deal with them. Larry Knippelmeyer will take care of you, and they will make a deal for you with Knippelmeyer Chevrolet. Also want to shout out a new sponsor for the OU Football Preview Show, Oz Safe Rooms. And they want you to know, will you be ready? And that's, will you be ready for next year's tornado season? You got to make the call right now to be ready because it takes a while to get those tornado shelters installed, and Oz Safe Rooms has those for you. They're unique, they're certified, they're a great thing. Go to ozsaferooms.com and find out more about Oz Safe Rooms so that your family will be ready. Also, I want to tell you about a great place in Norman, 1415 West Main, the Cube Drive-Thru. Chef-made food. That's right. They have a chef in there for drive-thru food. They make great breakfasts. They also have the cheapest cigarette prices, coldest beer, all that in a drive-thru location. 1415 West Main in Norman. It's a great place to go. Once you go through there, I mean, it's great for breakfast. They got homemade blueberry muffins. They got great coffee, plus good biscuits and breakfast burritos, all at the Cube Drive-Thru convenience store. Al, we were talking offense, and we think offense should be okay. But last year, the defense was atrocious.
Well, the secondary was. I mean, the defense was 5th in the conference. You got to be in the top 3 in the conference. Before they led the conference. All these people on Mike Stoops' case. I mean, Mike's down, but the year before that, they led the conference in defense. So they got to get better in the secondary. Secondaries, they were good against the run, but you're OU. 5th in the conference is too low. You got to get up there in the top 2 or 3.
Yeah, and now right now the secondary is the big question. They brought in a new secondary coach.
The safeties are.
You know, and the cornerbacks, Thomas and Sanchez are pretty good. They think they're pretty good.
Well, yeah, Sanchez is obviously everybody voted him all preseason Big 12, and Thomas even had a better camp than him. So it appears going in again. We'll see what Thomas does in games, that they're going to be really good at cornerback.
Okay, but
and then you got Stephen Parker, they think's a star.
Okay, so then that leaves the other
positions. That's exactly
right.
And
there's some true freshmen coming in. I hear maybe in game 2 or 3.
The Houghton kid they think in the future is going to be a star. They're like Suddenly kid from Midwest City. Those two got to play. We'll see what Atari Bird and Ahmed Thomas can do. They had problems last year.
You know, was it them or was it coaching? Was it lack of communication? I mean, we'll find that out. They have a new coach that gets them all in the same room.
Yeah. Although Mike Stoops has been one of the better defensive coaches in the country.
Well, he always has been.
No
but
doubt.
Last year, that secondary was atrocious.
Absolutely.
And he was the secondary coach.
But maybe sometimes players make
We'll find that out, too.
I mean, well, these guys are older now. I mean, they're a year older and everything.
Well,
and
when you're a true freshman.
When you're playing these true freshmen out there, that's
Stephen Parker and Thomas. I mean, those guys had their head was spinning.
Yeah.
You know, playing against those kind of players.
So we'll see. They can't be as bad. I mean, they cannot be as bad.
You would hope not. You would hope not.
I think the front is pretty good. The linebackers are really good.
Well, you know, you got Frank Shannon back was an all Big 12.
And he's not going to start. Jordan Evans is beating him out right now.
Yeah, and that shows you right there what kind of depth they've
They got depth there. Evans has gotten bigger at 240.
He's taller, he's longer.
They say Dominic Alexander has had a great camp. Kite got him rated as one of the top linebackers, pro prospect.
Wow.
Dominic Alexander.
Yeah. You know, the up front guys, you got Stryker, Tapper on the defense, and you got Charles Walker coming in, who is getting a lot of pub.
Disappointment.
Well, he's getting a lot of
pub.
He's
not going to start.
You know, he's not going to start. Isn't it amazing that he's coming in and has all of this kind of, you know.
He's had a disappointing camp.
You know, and so that's what.
The kid to watch is Austin Roberts.
That's the one. Is he a JUCO guy, right?
He's a JUCO. Come in, signed out of high school. You got to know it. He signed with the University of Alabama.
That's pretty good right there.
But he in 2 days in pads, he just raised eyebrows. Bob talked about him early this week. That he looks like he's a real deal. Now, coming in with just a couple of days practice, you hope by the time they play Tennessee in that second game that, you know, he's ready to go.
Well, you know, he should get his share of snaps in the second half in the Akron at least.
Yeah.
You know, just to see how much
He
conditioning.
could wind up starting that game.
In Akron?
He could wind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
If he doesn't start Akron, he starts Tennessee.
All right, so they got the down linemen in good shape. We got Stryker and Tapper. Those guys, Tapper had an off year last year. Stryker, they got to figure out what they want to do.
And Tapper has lost some weight. I mean, gained some weight. It slowed him down. So we'll see there. Stryker and Bolton, Bond. I mean, Devontae Bond, the two guys in pass situations are going to line up on the ends and see what happens there.
Yeah, now, the question is, do they run a three down lineman?
They'll
4?
change, but they're going to run, I think, 3. They'll run with Romar at the nose, and so we'll see what happens. But they'll be better defensively, but the secondary, you got to get better against the pass.
Well, especially when you're going to see it,
and especially
50,
with all those
times.
long passes. Yeah, against Tennessee, they played pretty well last year. And then against TCU, at the end of the year, it was just like they lost all confidence.
Well, they were playing so far back, and then they're completing, like the Baylor game, 7 straight passes.
Yeah, and then they're getting beat long. I mean,
So
the
one
players
way or
had no
another.
confidence, cover short or long.
Yeah. Hey, we are at Knippelmeyer Chevrolet, and we'll be right back here on the OU Football Preview Show.
At Coda CrossFit, we are committed to getting you in the best shape of your life. Our highly educated and personable coaching staff leads hour-long classes for members of all ages and ability levels. Whether your goal is to lose weight, build muscle, athletic performance, or simply improve health, we have the programs and knowledge to help you achieve your goals. With locations in Norman and Oklahoma City, we're right in your backyard. All you have to do is walk in the door and we'll take care of the rest. Visit our website or contact us to try out a free class.
I'm Rick Heath for Dents on Demand. Do you have hail damage to your vehicle? Then you need to call Dents on Demand. They're 100% guaranteed satisfaction on hail repair. It's no hassle. They'll help you get a rental car. There's no deductible. They'll refund that to you. All that and more is available if you call Dents on Demand for your hail repair. Dents on Demand, guaranteed satisfaction with hail repair. Give them a call at 886-1764.
Hi, it's Sam at Louie's Grill and Bar, where we are famous for delicious burgers like our new Deep South Burger, featuring sliced ham, smoky barbecue sauce, and fried green tomatoes. At Louie's, we're in your neighborhood.
And welcome back to the final segment of the OU Football Preview Show. Rick Heath, Al Eschbach from Knippelmeyer Chevrolet, where they've got the end of summer sales going on, closing out 2015 models and getting into 2016s. Come out today and find out a Chevrolet you can drive away with. Larry Knippelmeyer will make sure you get a deal you like here at Knippelmeyer Chevrolet. I also want to thank the wonderful sponsors of the OU Football Preview Show. Trails Golf Club in Norman, great place to play in this golf this fall. Fall golf is highly underrated. You got to try it in the cool days and cool nights of the fall right now. Give them Kathy Hess a call at 364-3790. They have membership specials going on, and they will take care of you this fall. Also, the Cube drive-through convenience store. If you're looking for a convenient way to get food in your own car, the Cube is for you. You drive through, they have household items, they have cold beer, cigarettes, breakfast items. They also have a chef on premises. It's chef-designed food. You get great pizzas, great sandwiches, and the best breakfast around at the Cube drive-through convenience store in Norman, 1415 West Main. And Dents on Demand. Dents on Demand will fix your car like they fixed mine. If you had hail damage, you got parking lot dings, whatever, they will take care of it and take care of it right on Dents on Demand in Edmond. Give them a call, and they will take care of your car the way they took care of mine. I want to talk about two quick things, and then we want to go. Did you see where Butch Jones had an open practice this summer?
Really?
Yeah, he had open practice for Tennessee. 40,000 fans showed up.
Wow.
Yeah, an open practice.
That's
now,
amazing.
Yeah, I mean 40. That's how many people are excited about Tennessee football this year.
That shows you that game down there is going to be insane.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. 40,000 people.
40,000 for an open practice.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean I didn't know if you'd seen that or not. That
that's
was
crazy.
Yeah, you know, and I was wondering, is that something you think other coaches might do?
No.
I don't think so either.
No. Not happening.
Even though 40,000 might show up, they don't want they don't want the two that might show up. They can steal their signs. They don't want to get.
Yeah,
hey, I got 4 questions for you about this season. Okay. Who will get more combined yards at the end of the year for the OU football team? Samjay Perine or Joe Mixon?
I think Joe Mixon will.
See, and that to me, I mean, I kind of have the same feeling because he might get those swing passes in this offense. But golly, Perine had what?
1,750 yards.
Yeah, 1,700 yards last year. I mean, that's a lot of, you know, and he's gonna have as that many opportunities, I think.
I don't think Perine will have as many touches as he did a year ago.
Oh, because of Mixon?
Because of Mixon, he'll probably throw the ball a little bit more.
Okay. All right. How many games do you think Baker Mayfield ends up starting?
Well, if he starts the season, if he starts all regular 12, they're gonna be really good. If he doesn't, the season's a disaster. So it's that if he starts all the games, they're gonna have a really good season. If he doesn't, so I'm gonna say he starts the whole season.
That's what, as a fan, like I consider myself, I hope he does too. What do you think OU's defensive ranking will end up in the Big 12 this year? You talked about 5th and 3rd and 1st. I mean, where do you think they're gonna fall this year?
I'll say 2nd.
Okay. 2nd is a lot of confidence. And knowing you, you're thinking Mike Stoops is going to bounce that defense back.
Well, the players. I mean, Mike can't do it. The players got to do it. I mean.
Well, but Mike is going to give them the
Well,
motivation.
yeah, chance. But what they don't have the great players that they used to have. They don't have guys that are first-round draft picks. I mean, coaches can do so much.
Right.
And so I hear people say, well, coach, like Bob can't do anything but Baker Mayfield. Players got to do it. I think they'll be decent. The Big 12, you're never going to have great stats nationally. So the secondary got to be right because they were terrible a year ago.
So if they were better, if the secondary's better, they can end up as high as 2nd.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. Offense. Where do you think the offense end up being ranked?
I think the offense, again, Baker Mayfield.
I know.
I'm going to go 3rd. I'm going to go behind Baylor and TCU.
Yeah, because you got one Heisman Trophy candidate running TCU, and you got a guy that's highly talented in Baylor.
If you can be 3rd in this league,
you're pretty
good.
dang good.
Absolutely right.
All right. That's going to do it for the OU football preview show here from Knippelmeyer Chevrolet. For Al Eschbeck, I'm Rick Heath. Check us out on Facebook at Joe Fan Sports or YouTube at Joe Fan Sports. That's going to do it for the show. We'll see you next time on the OU football preview show.